Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online. In the last episode, we proceeded with the after events from our rescue of Minfilia and the other Scions. Back at Ul'dah, we basically saw the council of the leaders of the various city-states as they were trying to figure out how they were going to respond to the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We showed up and helped them decide to go ahead and basically tell them to shove it. And then we learned a little bit more about the Ascians and their basically possession of Thancred. And we are now working towards trying to find a way to destroy the Dark Crystal that is being used to control him. But we are now at a point where we are blocked out of main story quests until we reach level 49. I did go ahead and run a duty roulette before recording this episode. We're up to more than halfway through level 47 now. I'm thinking I'm going to try and push us all the way to level 50, which means we'll be good to go through the entire main story all the way up to the start of the Heavensward expansion. And that'll take us a good long while, so that's good. Right now, we're just trying to find stuff to do until we get there, because I didn't really have time to do much else in one run. So, we were working on the quest line where we're learning about Odin, that is stalking the 12's wood. So, let's go ahead and speak with Simi and see what the next step is in our investigation. Alright, all you wanted to know about Odin? Alright, your assistance in the investigation has proven invaluable, adventurer. You have our thanks. With your aid, I have finally managed to complete my report, a thorough survey of all eyewitness reports, along with the most credible theories regarding the Dark Divinity's presence in the Shroud. I intend to deliver copies of the report to Brother O'Apesi and Bow Lord Lewin myself. The Scions, too, will no doubt be eager to learn of our findings. I would be most appreciative if you could deliver a copy to Eorzea in my stead. My duties demand that I remain composed, but in all truth, I fear for the fate of our people. Should the time come that Dark Divinity draws his blade against Gridania, promise me that we can count on your aid. Okay. Deliver the Odin report to Eorzea. Alright, so that means we need to head all the way back to the Waking Sands once again. And what we can probably do is just go ahead and return to Limsa Mensa, take the boat. That typically is actually the quickest way to get there. I don't think there's any better weapon for me yet. Though I can check while we're here. I know there's no better armor. Because the better armor set is the one that we're getting from Curious Gorge. Alright, Disciple of War Arms. Let's see. Buccaneers, Bardiche. Yeah, that's the highest level weapon we currently have access to, at least from this vendor anyway. Alright, let's take the ferry to Vesper Bay. I should have it set to skip the cutscene. Yep, and it did. And hold on, what is this? Level 50 quest. That's not anything we can do yet. What is this? Level 47, a Kobold initiative. Slavswiss has a plan that requires an adventurer's aid. Okay. Read the riptides and the winds and brace yourself for the coming storm. Learned as much when I sailed as a yellow jacket. The wisdom of the seas has served me just as well on land. The beast tribes are a storm in the brewing, and neither the science nor the city-states can allow themselves to be caught unawares. Nay, we must strike first and nip the storm in the bud. I'd start with the kobolds. I reckon they've grown a bit too big for their breeches of late. One more thing I learned as a yellow jacket is that your ship is only as steady as your crew. Before taking on the kobolds, I have a mind to round up some new allies. In Camp Overlook, you'll find a crew of pirates who've given up pillaging and plundering and now fly the flag of the Maelstrom. I bring them on board to fight the kobold menace, but I have a notion that an honest plea from yourself would be much more convincing. Might you travel to Camp Overlook and speak to Commander Bluidin in my stead? You'd be doing us a great service, aye. Okay. Wigston? You have a level 47 quest. Some new quests opened up at level 47. Wigston would seek your aid in putting a plan of his in motion. Okay. My dear friends, Abba and Oli came to the Scions with a burning passion to deliver this realm from darkness, a passion that I could never muster. They fought bravely and with honor until they could fight no more. Me, I was never worth much on the battlefield. I wanted nothing more than to honor my fallen comrades, to carry on their fight. But how? One day it struck me. I may be woefully lacking on the battlefield, but my mind is sharp enough. I resolved to plot a course of action and recruit capable allies to our cause. One thing is clear to me. We can ill afford to be distracted by the beast tribes with more ominous storm clouds gathering on the horizon. To that end, we must find strong and loyal allies to quell the beastman menace. You are familiar with the Yu, perhaps? A tribe of fearsome hunters and huntresses? I'm convinced that they would prove more invaluable allies in the battle against the Amalja, if only they could be won over. The Yu respect strength above all. I fear they'd sooner gut me than listen to my tale, but if you spoke, they would listen. I am certain of it. And so I ask, friend, travel to Forgotten Springs and speak to Uodnun in my stead. I'm familiar with Uodnun. Eorzea. We got a report. Yami, I am most heartened by thy safe return. Wert thou able to cast light on the shadows that haunt the shroud? Yes. So it is true. Having awakened from nigh eternal slumber, the dark divinity now rides free in the shroud. Whilst you were afield, I immersed myself in the scriptures. The more I scoured the words, the more I did realize that the writings draw heavily upon Allegan historical chronicles. History is quite a fascinating beast, is it not? One nation's glory is another's suffering. One nation's great hero, another's most abhorrent villain. I mean, not to speak in platitudes, only to say that there is never but a single side to any story, even a story that is presented as historical fact. To what end did the great hero of Allag seal Odin in a goblet of crystal? What impels the dark divinity to ride once again? Cast thine light on the shadows of history, friend, that we might be delivered from the darkness. Alright. Poisoning potion, blinding potion, silent potion, sleeping potion, paralyzing potion. Don't need any of these, I'll just pick one. Alright. So, Odin is a world boss. It's basically appears at random, and then just everybody can attack it. And at least back in the day, so many people would show up that it would basically crush the game's ability to display everybody, and you wouldn't even be able to see Odin. And so you wouldn't be able to avoid any of his attacks, and people would die by the droves to his AoEs. Alright. So I guess we're gonna head... Oh, probably just teleport. Camp Overlook? Let's head there first. Oh, we've never been there. Alright, out of Lenosha. Let's head to Camp Bronze Lake then, and we'll ride from there. I don't know how many people actually show up to fight Odin anymore these days. Let's see. Because there were two, I believe. Odin in the Shroud and the Behemoth in Kurthus. Alright, just walking in here got me 23,000 Marauder experience points. Beautiful. Level 41 kobolds. They might engage? Alright, we are headed to Camp Overlook, so we're gonna head... We're gonna turn south here. We're just gonna ride past these guys. If they aggro, they aggro. Yeah, they did. I don't know if there are going to be any side quests in this area that are at my level. Let's do it in the Aetheryte. Alright, and let's talk to Bloedin. Adventure, eh? With a message from Slavswiss, you say? Eh? A preemptive strike to take the wind out of the kobold sails before they can mount an attack? And she'd recruit old buccaneers like us for the effort? This, even when Admiral Merlvib has her hands full with the damn beasts? Why, it's either the most barnacle-brained idea I've heard, or the most bloody brilliant. Yeah, I confess I had my doubts when I heard she was leaving the Yellow Jackets, but I see that wench as salty as a sea dog as ever. Aye, this should prove most interesting. Alright. What do we have in the area? Level 47. Level 47 quests. Well, perfect. Let's go ahead and work around here for a little bit. Alright, let's see what you have to do. Commander Bloedin has ideas on how to might win over his men. Right, we may fly the flag of the Maelstrom now, but in years past, me and my crew were some of the scurviest pirates to sail the seas. Traded our Jolly Rogers for the Crimson and Black when Merlvib assumed the admiralship. Aye. Our days of pillaging and plunder may be behind us, but a pirate never loses his nose for treasure and glory. If you can convince my crew that there's a fortune to be had in fighting the kobolds, I'd suspect you find them most agreeable to joining your cause. Say, for instance, if there were a healthy bounty for any buccaneer who made a name for him or herself in the Kobold War. I believe something like that just might be arranged. Aye, why don't you convey the message to my men? Alright. And let's talk to Swigrail. Alright, Sergeant Swigrail wants something, and what this lady wants, she usually gets. Alright. Oi, you. Hey, yeah, you, the honey-faced one with all the buckles. I've got a job for you. I need me some raptor claws, but the piss ants give me so much trouble that I clean forgot I was killing them practical-like. Got mad, bashed their heads in, and walked away whistling. The carcasses be lying around somewhere near. Got a few of my arrows through 'em. Fetch me the claws, my wild rose, and I might be back in that practical mood. And oh, one more thing. You see those arrows of mine? Bring back the heads. It's easy enough to fletch an arrow, but arrowheads don't grow on birds. Okay. Deduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, a whole bunch of stuff over there. Let's see, this is level 30 for dead or something like it. Is not really what I'm interested in. But this honor the fallen might be. Famaja. Famaja. Okay. Famaja wears a sorrowful expression on her face. Aye. We'd faced danger countless times together, ever since our pirating days. That was until our last mission, when the 5 of us sailed together and only I returned. I'm not fool enough to hold out hope that me comrades still live, but not having so much as a scrap of thread to remember them by pains me like a saber in the gut. Might you go to the battlefield and bring back a memento of my fallen brothers? Sure. Alright. Well, now we need to talk to the men here to see if we can rally them against the kobolds. Red Swallow Corporal. I've been meaning to buy a new peg leg for me hobbled mate, and this bounty you speak of will let me do just that. Raise the mast. Tomorrow I set sail for kobold territory. Okay. Red Swallow Private 2nd Class. I swore to myself that my pirating days were through, but deep within, I've always longed to sail the open seas again. This is a chance I've been waiting for. Alright. Red Swallow Private 3rd Class. Speaking of private. I need to check something. How much? Almost 4,000 seals. I think I need a lot more than that to get promoted. Alright, let's talk to this guy. A bounty of the kobolds, cups of grog flowing over, bottomless bowls of grub, and buxom wenches on each arm. Aye, that sounds like a right tasty proposition. Now, where did I put me cutlass? Alright, and Red Swallow Private 1st Class. A bounty for fighting the kobolds? Well, why'd you not say so sooner? Never cared much for the scary beasts. Tell the captain I'll be sailing east on the morrow. Alright, we've talked to the men. As you had little trouble winning over my crew, I, once a pirate, always a pirate. The skull and crossbones of Limsa set sail once more, and I pity the beast, any beastman caught in their wake. Alright. And you have another quest for me? Raptor skin harness. Nope. Wooden cow. Or, not wooden. Woolen cow. Don't need either of these, but I'll take the experience points. Well, we can't let my men have all the fun now, can we? What say you join us in a little operation that's sure to hit the kobolds where it hurts the most, in the Crucible. As you know, the beasts pride themselves on their alchemical skills. We've located a hidden storehouse containing a prototype for a new Crucible. I don't know what it's capable of, and I'm not of a mind to find out. I would charge you with drawing the kobolds' attention while my levy sees to the Crucible. Take these makeshift bombs to Iron Lake, where you'll find stores of sundry provisions belonging to the kobold army. I trust you know what to do from there, and mind you, the bigger the explosion, the better. Sounds like a plan. Alright, but before that, I think we'll head north and gather these bits. Alright, let me just check one thing real quick. Okay. Here we go. Now these velociraptors are not going to attack me. because they're just too low level. Collect the arrowheads, Velociraptor claws. Simple enough. Alright. Might as well just go ahead and turn this right back in, since we're right here. Alright, Storm Sergeant. Oi, sweet thing. Get me my claws and arrowheads. Yep, I did. Piece of cake. Appreciate it, dear heart. Appreciate it, dear heart. Why the long face? Oh, you think we're that low on supplies? Listen, Crumpet, the kobolds can't leave metal be, and we throw at them... even arrowheads. Back to their burrow it goes, and smelt it into new arms. So the orders are, give them no metal. Make arrowheads out of claws, chert, a bit of the cook's gingerbread, and haul back any steel or bronze arrowheads. Comes natural like to us seafaring folk, you know. We be scrimpers. Alright. You have another quest for me. Oh, this is level 34 quest. Never mind. And I could probably do it. It'll probably give me some EXP, but it's not really that... not worth the time it would take, really. Oh. Yeah, 6 levels below me. Not gonna do much. Alright, Mark of the Red Swallow. There's a grenade sitting right there. Ah! That's the one quest we need, where we need to find mementos of the fallen comrades, right? Oh, grenade. Get low. I'm gonna try and slip through here relatively undetected. Now, 2 grenades here. We're gonna have to kill them. Rather not be hit by that. Probably wouldn't hurt that much. Oh, come on, where is it? There it is. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to check. Now that I'm thinking about it. Go to my companion. No, you don't have any new skills. Okay. So make sure that you keep up on your Chocobo's levels. 2 kobolds here. Oh, well, might as well engage. Grab that. Are there more of them? Operation Crucible down. Yeah, looks like there are still more of them. Alright, so that's what they want me to blow up. Let's see. Yep, throw it over there. Makeshift bombs to blow up kobold supplies. Alright, just trying to find a way through here so I have to fight the fewest number of enemies. Alright, I'll fight you. Come on. Over here. Over here. There we are. Grab this. And there's more supplies that we need to blow up. And we'll just go ahead and throw it over there. And we got one more we need to blow up. And that's over here. Oh, there's a fate. What is it? 57th Order Pikmin BZ. Okay. It's a boss fate, so hopefully we can avoid engaging that guy. I'll have to fight through this, though. Guys a little bit stronger. Still 3 levels below us. Alright. We just need to get as close. Actually cancel. I'm under attack now. Back off because I don't want that thing getting involved in this. They could probably beat it. Just a waste of time. A little bit too close to this guy. Oh well. Alright. We should be able to hit it from here. There we go. Done and done. Let's go ahead and actually let's teleport back. Camp Overlook. Oh, come on. Well, I guess we're riding then. At least a little bit. Oh, he's still attacking. Okay. Looks like we managed to get out of there. Now let's teleport. Alright, let's turn them in. Blow 8 in. Good work. Why, I reckon I heard those blasts all the way from here. You'll be pleased to know that the operation was a rousing success. The Crucible is no more. Aye, this should keep the kobolds quiet for a spell. Nothing like the pleasure of a job well done. I reckon the grog we guzzle tonight will be the finest we've had in months. Alright, go for the gold pieces. And is this a 47 quest? Yep, it is. Claiming the booty. Alright, the pirates of Limsa have added another chapter to our legend, and we couldn't have done it without you. On behalf of my entire crew, you have my thanks, adventurer. In a perfect world, the mere word of our triumph would convince any pirate captain still sailing aimlessly in search of treasure to quit their plundering and fight the good fight. But I know as well as any that coin is the quickest, and is oftentimes the only way to a pirate's heart. I've drafted a full report of the operation along with a suggestion. The Maelstrom institute generous rewards for any pirate, be he captain, cook, or squab, who contributes to the cause. I'd be most obliged if you could deliver it to Commander Riki. Or, yeah, Riki. Something like that. And after you do that, send my regards to Slav Swiss. Tell her I'm waiting for her. Really? Alright. Malja. Return, have you? Did you find aught of my fallen comrades? Yes, I did. I know it wouldn't have made no difference, but I just wish I could have been with them at the end. But any tears I shed be little more than drops in the ocean. I must take up their fight and see their sacrifice wasn't in vain. Alright, quest complete. So now we just need to deliver the report back to Limsa. Can I return yet? Yes. Alright, so let's... oh, excuse me. Let's head up to the aft castle. What is this? 41 highway robbery. This is an adventure with superior sleuthing skills. I'm going to decline on that for a minute. Not exactly sure what that is. Alright. Here's Riki. Did you, by any chance, come from the direction of Camp Overlook? There seems to have been quite the commotion there. Here we are. Report from Commander Bloaden. What's this? The Kobold's Crucible is no more? Those damn scurvy fools. Loose cannons to the last. I'm glad they're on our side. I'll gladly issue them a special commendation and 100,000 gil for each crewman who contributed to the effort? The nerve of the man. With the exact amount will have to be negotiated. I see no reason to be stingy with our coffers if a bounty here or there would convince capable men to join our cause. I shall take Commander Bloeden's proposition to command. Bloeden, something like that. Alright, let me actually just double check something here. Okay, so I just looked into what this quest was. It unlocks the ability to do the kobold reputation quests, or leads into that anyway, with the friendly, or at least not hostile, kobold tribe, which I'm not that really worried about right now because that's kind of its own separate thing. A bit of side stuff you can do. You probably will have to like do crafting and all kinds of other stuff. Never really did much of that before, so I'm not that worried about it. Alright, but I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will... Well, we need to head back to the Waking Sands. I was going to say we're going to go ahead and end the episode, but you know what? We can head back to the Waking Sands real quick and turn this in, and then we'll call it a day there. So we want to head over to the Arcanist's Guild. That's the closest thing to the ships. The ferry. Alright, ferry ticketer. Take the trip. Alright. Turn this in. The seas have carried you back to me, I see. I've caught wind of my erstwhile matey's triumph, and your contributions as well. You'd have made for a fine pirate yourself, aye. Bringing the pirates together with promises of treasure and glory. That's the Bloeden, I know, aye. For what I hear, it's already caught the ear of many a buccaneer. Bloeden and I go back a ways, we do. We were comrades, friends, and I even more than that on occasion, if my memory serves. I've got nothing but respect for the man, but building a proper army out of old Buccaneers won't be easy. Any idea he comes up with, you can bet Admiral Merivib's already had it. Treasure and glory are all well and good, but do you know what truly calls a pirate to the open sea? Freedom. And that's something that the Maelstrom can never offer. But I can only hope that others in me kind answer the call, aye. Then and only then can I be sure that my decision to part with me yellow jacket comrades was the right one. Alright, there we go. And then what we'll probably do is head over to Forgotten Springs. And we'll work on this probably next episode. So, go ahead and teleport ourselves over there. And we'll get to work on that when we come back. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.